I have been wanting to show y'all this recipe forever. And to tell you the truth, I've attempted it twice and burned it both times, but I'm going to give it another try. And today we are going to make some pumpkin spice vanilla granola. So stick with me. I had to go gather my ingredients because since it's been so long since I attempted this, they kind of spread out. So I'm going to add some sweetened dried cranberries as my fruit for the granola. I'm also going to add these dried cranberries and honey roasted almonds. And then I've got a little packet of blueberries and cranberries, so I'll add that. And then I'm going to add just some plain sliced almonds to it. I'm going to use a big bowl. I got a big bowl here, and I'm going to put 3 cups of old-fashioned oats into it. I might have just enough left in this container. Okay, I'll just put the rest. I mean, there wasn't that much left anyway, so it's like 3. It's about 3 cups, a little bit more than 3 cups. All right, now to this, I'm going to add this package of sliced roasted almonds. And they're kind of almond slivers, maybe. Or slivers the other one. Just kind of mix that around. And then I'm going to add a package of these dried cranberries and honey roasted almonds. You know what? I think I'm just, instead of adding the sweetened dried cranberries from this bag, I'm just going to add these little packets right here. And I'm kind of mixing it up as I go. I got these at Walmart. So you can find them on the condiment aisle. Okay, there's that. I love fruit and granola. It's so good. And then I'll just add the rest of this package of these dried cranberries and blueberries. That's it. Now, I would have added sunflower seeds, but I thought I had some, but I don't. All right, now we're going to make our liquid mixture. So I have my little saucepan, and to it we are going to add a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And we're going to add 1/3 cup of oil. I'm just going to use regular old vegetable oil, if I can find it. I usually have one that's open already, that's why I say that. Let me go ahead and turn the heat on as well. Turn it on medium, we don't want it too hot. Okay, so we're going to put 1/3 cup of vegetable oil in here. Then I'm going to add 1/3 cup of honey. And this doesn't have to be super sweet because there's all that dried fruit in there. Okay. And if you're having trouble pouring your honey, just blitz it for about 10-20 seconds and it'll come right out. But this is coming out easily, so. All right, so this is 1/3 cup of honey. And it's coming out easy because I did the oil first, so the honey didn't stick. That was pretty smart. I didn't even mean to do it. All right, and to my mixture, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of this pumpkin pie spice. That's the pumpkin pie spice part of this. I'm going to add 4 teaspoons of vanilla extract and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So let's do the salt first. I'm going to get my real measuring spoons for that because I want it to make sure it's exactly right. So we're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to do 4 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now I have I believe this is imitation vanilla, but it'll work. Then we're going to stir this all around. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now let's stir this around, combine it all. Because we're trying to melt that brown sugar. All right, that is looking great. I think the sugar is all dissolved now. So we're going to take this off the heat and we're going to pour it over our granola. So here's my granola. Let me get my pan. All right, here we go. Just going to pour it around and get every bit out of here. This is what's going to help our granola stick together. I have lined a cookie sheet with parchment paper and I preheated my oven to 300. Now I'm just going to mix this around, make sure everything gets coated in this little sticky mixture. It smells really good already. I guess I'll kind of fold it in. I want it all to get nice and coated. And you really don't notice, or you really don't realize how a little goes such a long way. You know, a little bit of liquid coated all of these oats. Now we're going to spread this out on our cookie sheet. I've lined it with parchment paper, like I said. I kind of set the bowl on the edge of the pan just to make sure I can scrape out all that good stuff in there. Or make sure I scrape it all out. Don't want to miss any of it. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to spread it out into a layer, one layer. Best we can. Got all that yummy fruit in there. Those nuts. Isn't this so beautiful? And I will add that I did cut myself on the parchment paper blade. I don't appreciate that, but it happened. I will survive. I've done worse. All right. So this is spread out. Let's get it into this little corner right here. I'm going to taste this little almond. Just to see how those taste. Are good. Excuse me, my runny nose, as usual. All right. So, I'm going to get this off the spatula. I love these tools, Amanda. I hope you know that. All right. So, let's put this in the oven at 300 for 15 minutes. Then we're going to stir it and put it in for 15 more minutes. And I'm really going to keep my nose on it this time because I burned it twice. All right, it is done with its first bake for 15 minutes. Now, I really don't think I'm going to put it in for 15 more minutes. I may do just maybe 10. I'm gonna smell for it because that's how I burn my other ones. It was in for so long, it just burned. So I was hoping it would harden, but I don't know. Maybe after this last one it will. We'll see. It'll still be good to eat though. I just wanted it to kind of stick together. So it's in kind of pieces instead of crumbs, if that makes sense. Okay, there you go. All right, let's get this back in the oven for 10 minutes. here it is, our beautiful granola. It's not burnt, thank God. We're going to let it cool completely, and then we'll break it apart.